Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What is up, guys? My name is Hassan and welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well and wondering where I have been in the last few months. I actually hurt my left knee. That's why I haven't been making any videos lately. I am recovering now, and that's why I want to give you guys a quick update on my Robinhood portfolio, which you guys can see right here, and some of the changes I've been making throughout those times. And I want to get a video out because a lot of you guys follow me. I am still a dividend investor. So let's take a look at my portfolio. Currently, it's at $47,000, which is a lot of money for me and a very big milestone that I was able to reach. This is a real portfolio where I show you guys my gains and losses every single month. So if you start here, so currently we're at 47,000. If you look at it for 1 week, I'm up around 2,200 or 5%. If you look at it for 1 month, I'm up massive 12% or almost 13%. So I don't even make this much money in my real full-time job. Once your portfolio grows and gets big, soon you will make more money from your investments than your actual job. And that should be everyone's goal. To make 5,000 in 1 month, that's really unrealistic. We don't normally see a 12-13% in 1 month. A more realistic approach is us making around 10% in the last 3 months. Even that 10% is a lot. One of my goals is every year is to make at least 15% investment income. So 3 months, I'm up 10%, $4,300. And then if we look at it for 1 year, I'm up around 13,000 or 38%. And this is excluding my dividend payments. You guys know that if you look on the right, you can see that almost the majority of them, or almost all the companies here, pay a dividend. Even though I made 13,100, this is excluding my dividend payment. So in reality, it's actually a lot higher than this. So as every month was going, I get dividends 50, 60, 70, 80, even $100 per month. 38% for the year, but if you were to add my dividend payments to it, you would add another 2.5%. So which would be around almost 40% that I am making, or 41% for the year. And then if we look at it for our all-time chart, we can see it's around 52% or $16,100 excluding the dividend. If I were to include the dividend, it's actually a lot higher. And I'm actually humbled and blessed to be making 38%, which is very unrealistic because the stock market should not be going up this high. So one of the benchmarks I like to compare myself is with the S&P 500, right? We can see that the S&P 500 for the last 1 year, it's up around 35%. So if we look at it here, a year ago, it was at 3,400 and right now it's at 4,600. So in comparison to my portfolio with the S&P 500, I'm actually beating the S&P 500. Even though my goal is not to beat the S&P 500 because I want to accumulate wealth and eventually I want to use all this money as a down payment towards my house. So again, I'm going to show you guys my portfolio in a minute. Again, so currently we are beating the S&P 500, which is very humbled to be able to do that and actually get more dividends than the S&P 500. So including the dividend, I'm around 41%, and the S&P 500 will be around like maybe 37% or so on. Another thing I want to point out that is interesting is that I hold a lot of companies, right? If you look at here, I hold almost 30 different companies. If you look at the 5-year chart with my portfolio, and if we look at it for the all-time chart, it looks very similar. Like you can see the dip here, and it's very similar. This is because I'm invested into 30 different companies, and that's why it looks very similar. As soon as you start having more and more company, your portfolio starts mimicking the S&P 500, as long as you're investing in those similar manner and diversifying. As always, don't forget to check out the disclaimer in the description below, and I also have an app in the link below where it says fetch rewards, where you guys can scan your receipts to get gift cards, which is an amazing app. So check that out. And if you're also looking to open a Robinhood portfolio, the links are below. So let's get to some of the holdings that I have. So you can see my portfolio is 91% stocks and 7% crypto. So majority of it, you can see that 51% is in tech, 21% consumer goods, manufacture another 21% or 20%, and then healthcare 8%. I would say I am tech heavy, and then I have other sectors also. And then for crypto, you can see I have like currently 100% Ethereum, very small amount. So I'm going to take you guys to my portfolio, some of the holdings that I have. First one is AMD. It's my largest holding, and I currently have around 38 shares, which is equivalent to around $5,000. And that's my number one holding. And then after AMD, I have NVIDIA, which you can see currently at $265. They did have a stock split, and I'm currently, after the stock split 4-for-1, I have about 12 shares, which is equivalent to $3,200. So these are very solid companies that you want to look at. These are companies that are constantly growing, constantly increasing their revenue. If you even scroll down, we can see their earnings are beautifully increasing quarter after quarter, very predictable, very easy to understand. And if you continue going down, scrolling down a little bit, you can see I'm every few days, $20, $25, $20, I'm trying to add and buy more. Even though, yes, it costs around $265, I'm buying $20 at a time to slowly dollar cost average. So again, if we go back portfolio, and then we have Texas Instrument. Texas Instrument, I have around 13 shares, which is equivalent to $2,500. Another solid company. And then we have, after Texas Instrument, we have Calaris. This is a unique company hardly anyone else is talking about. I have around 88 shares, around $2,300 worth of it. And you can look at their 1-year chart, is a nice around 200%. So after Calaris, we have PetMed Express, which is around $32 a share. It actually went up massively, around 8%. Currently, I have around 65 shares, which is worth around $2,100. So again, if you scroll down to see my buy orders, you can see here, same thing, October, $20, $4, $10. Every chance I get, we should be slowly dollar cost averaging in. Remember, and that is the goal of dividends investing, slow and steady, just like my portfolio that you guys can see for the 1-year chart for the last 12 years, or even if you look at it for the all-time, you can see it's a nice linear chart. If I draw a little trend line, it goes directly straight up. So again, we have Texas Instrument, then we have Calaris, PetMed, Kirkland Gold. I've been investing in these companies for at least 2 years. It's been disappointing. It hasn't been performing. Even though the company is doing really well, share price is not showing that. And I usually like to give a company 2-3 years, and if they're not doing much or they're not moving, even if the company is doing well, I think 3 years, 2 years, 2.5 years is a very good amount of time. You can see for the last 1 year, or even if we look at the 5-year chart, for the last 2 years, it hasn't really moved. So I'm slowly selling out of it. I currently have 40 shares. At one point I had around almost 80 shares, I think, or around 80 shares. So I sold almost half of it, and I currently have $1,600. Plan on holding on to it because this is a solid company, and I don't want to give up on them, at least not yet. Even though in the last 2 years they have barely made me any money. The good thing about this is that if we scroll down, they did click on show more, click on dividends. They did pay me dividends, which is very nice. Even though I said they haven't been paying me much, we can see they paid me $1, $5, $12, $13. So their dividend is increasing because I am buying more shares. So another solid company, Contour brand, 29 shares, currently have 1,700. Let's go back to our portfolio. And then we have Microsoft, which I recently added one share, 1.5 share. Currently have 4.3 shares, around almost $1,500 of this. Microsoft, again, very solid company. If you look here, nice steady line, 5 years. It doesn't get any better than that. We want companies like this who has a nice projectable outcome, very predictable, easy to understand. And if we scroll down, look at their earnings. It's beautiful. You can see that quarter after quarter, it's increasing, growing, and they're beating. You see, they can see their estimates is the hollow line or light color, and their actual is actually higher. So pretty much they're beating their estimate year after year. Again, solid company, you can't go wrong. So one of the reasons why you want to follow my channel is because I bring to you guys some unique companies. So we're going to scroll down a little bit, and I'm just going to show you guys some of my holdings, such as Microsoft, Johnson & Johnson, 3M, Skyworks Solution, DAC, Pfizer. I'm going to talk about these companies in a bit or another video. BKEM, Gentex, AOS, and then we have Escalade, Cisco. So at this point, you guys can pause the video and take a look at some of these holdings so you guys can follow it, do a little bit more in-depth research into this companies. So I do want to take you guys to back my monthly dividend, which you guys can see right here. So if you guys made it this far, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps my channel grow. This is very old. I haven't updated since last September. So as the months go, as I make more videos, I'm going to add every 2-3 months to this. More or less 2 years ago, I started at 0. Now here at September, we made $65 per month in dividend income. And one of the lovely things about my portfolio is that I haven't been adding much money to it comparison to what I used to do before. So as always, thank you. We're going to end the video here. We'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone.